as a child, grew up in a refugee camp and against all odds, became one of the biggest supermodels in the world. This is the incredible story of Adut Akech, the woman who didn't just break barriers in fashion but redefined them. From working for Chanel and Saint Laurent to becoming a voice for refugees everywhere, her journey is nothing short of extraordinary. So how did a young girl from South Sudan rise to global fame? Let's dive into the inspiring life of Adut Akech. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more stories like this. Now, let's begin. Adut Akech Bia was born on December 25, 1999, in South Sudan, during a time of civil war and unrest. Her family belonged to the Dinka ethnic group, and when she was just a baby, they fled the violence, seeking refuge in neighboring Kenya. After spending several years in a refugee camp, her family was granted asylum in Australia, where they resettled in Adelaide when Adut was around 6 or 7 years old. Growing up in Australia, Adut faced challenges adjusting to a new culture and language. However, she found comfort in her close-knit family and community. As a child, she was shy but had a natural presence that would later define her career. Adut's journey into modeling began unexpectedly. At 13, she attended a local fashion show with her aunt, where she was scouted by a modeling agent. Though initially hesitant, she eventually signed with an agency in Sydney. Her big break came in 2016 when she was 16. She worked for Saint Laurent in Paris, exclusively opening and closing the show for designer Anthony Vaccarello. This marked the beginning of her meteoric rise in the fashion industry. Adut quickly became one of the most sought-after models in the world. Known for her striking features, dark skin, and regal presence, she broke barriers as a dark-skinned African model in an industry that had long favored Eurocentric beauty standards. Some of her major career highlights include: 2017, became a global ambassador for Chanel, working in multiple shows for the brand. 2018, made history by appearing on 3 different covers of British Vogue in a single year. 2019, named Model of the Year by Models.com and featured on the cover of Time magazine's Next Generation Leaders issue. 2020, became the face of Estée Lauder, making her the second Black woman, after Joan Smalls, to represent the brand. Adut has used her platform to advocate for refugee rights, racial equality, and mental health awareness. As a former refugee, she speaks openly about her experiences working with organizations like the UNHCR, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. In interviews, she has emphasized the importance of diversity in fashion and the need for more representation of dark-skinned models. She has also been vocal about mental health struggles in the modeling industry, encouraging young models to prioritize self-care. Adut remains deeply connected to her South Sudanese roots and her family, often speaking about how her mother's strength inspired her. She splits her time between New York, Paris, and Australia, balancing her career with personal passions like photography and travel. At just 24 years old, as of 2024, Adut Akech has already left an indelible mark on fashion and beyond. She continues to break barriers, not just as a model but as a voice for the underrepresented. Her story, from a refugee camp to the world's biggest runways, is a testament to resilience, talent, and the power of representation. As she once said, "I want little girls everywhere to see my face and know that they can achieve anything." Adut Akech's biography is more than just a success story, it's a powerful narrative of hope, perseverance, and breaking boundaries. Whether on the runway or in humanitarian work, she continues to inspire millions around the world.